Hey guys, I just got my keyless fingerprint padlock. So I'm not sure if you've seen this on TikTok or on YouTube or anywhere, but it's a padlock and it doesn't take a key. There's not a combination. The only way to open it up is with your fingerprint. So I previously saved my fingerprint to this lock with this finger, my index finger in my right hand. So I'll show you. Okay, so you see I have to make sure I get my fingerprint in the right spot. So it opens up, and if I try a different finger, you see it's red, doesn't open up, just it only flashes red. But if I use the correct finger, you can see that it opens up. And you can save up to 10 different fingerprints, and I just did 10 different scans of the same finger, because sometimes if your finger's offset a little bit like you saw, it doesn't register your fingerprint. So I'd recommend using 1 or 2 fingers and saving the 10 different scans. And this is also waterproof. So if it gets wet, if it's like on a bag or something, keeping your bag safe, it falls into into water in a pool or something, you know that this won't be shut forever, that it'll actually still work. And since this is electronic, it does require it does have a battery, and it does require it to be charged. So if you look at the very bottom right here, you can see that there's like that little plastic rubber stopper, and if I pick at it long enough, I can get it to open up. So you can see that's where it charges. I can just get the cord and plug it in, and I can just plug it into any outlet that or any computer product that has a USB port. And yeah, it's pretty simple. And in a moment, I'll be showing you, or I'll do a demonstration. So this was basura. Primeira vez foi melhor. So I fished the lock out. I'm gonna dry it off just a little bit. And my fingers, like when I wash my hands or shower, my fingers kind of wrinkle a bit, so that can affect the lock. But let's see how it works. So you saw it took a few more times, but that's because my fingers, they get really pruny and wrinkly when they get wet. But you see the lock still works. So if this gets wet, it still works. My fingers, I just have to let them sit out and dry for a little bit if they get wet. But yep. So yeah, we can see that the lock still works. And yeah, this is a pretty good quality lock from what I've seen. And yeah, we'll be using this. I guess it works in backpacks. You can use it on equipment for outside, on a shed, wherever you keep valuables. And like I said, you don't need to worry about losing a key, remembering a combination. You have to have with you is your fingerprint. But you will want to make sure that maybe you scan 2 different fingers, just in case you get a cut on one finger, or if your hands are really pruny, like when they get wet, like mine, just make sure you give them a couple of minutes to dry off if they're wet. And you can open up the lock. Wrinkly, but as you can tell, it still works. So before you go, I just want to show you again how to charge this. So you just open this up. Put the charging cord in there. And I have a portable battery bank right here. And you can see the red light's on, so that means that it's charging. You can see after we put it the vase of water, it still works. I can still open it up with my fingerprint, as long as my fingerprint doesn't get a cut or doesn't get too pruny, and it still charges well. So I'll unplug this because it's mostly charged still and closed up. I'll just so, and I have a backpack right here. It's from school, so I keep a pretty expensive laptop in it and some other things. Look, just put it like that. And you see, like, pulling on it won't open it up, no key, no combination.